companies are freezing hiring. Oh gosh. So as you guys know, as I talked about when we first started the show, ups and downs and so forth. Well, you got big time companies like Meta. You got big time companies like Wayfair who are freezing hiring, guys. So we're getting ready. If we're not already, well, put it like this, we're already in a recession, right? That's just the tailwinds of it that's going to continue to impact companies and impact people getting laid off. You heard about companies like, give me 1 second, guys. You heard about companies like Netflix, where they just Netflix most recently laid off 150 people. And a lot of these people were in the content space, right? So there's going to be more layoffs that's going to be happening. One of the things you want to do is to make yourself recession proof. And that's by having skills, not just hard skills, both hard skills and soft skills. Let's put this up here. Shout out to Brother Nix with the $50 super chat. No comments, just love. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for the super chat and the love and support, my man. I appreciate you. All right, let's jump on to that first topic, guys. Let me share my screen real quick. Where are we at here? All right, there we go. A growing number of companies are freezing or slowing hiring. And here are the firms making changes from Meta to Wayfair, guys. I'm telling you, these are the first companies that are doing it. And these are billion-dollar companies, by the way, guys. Billion-dollar companies. And they are making transitions and they're slowing their hiring. So many of you looking to get into tech, many of you already in the tech, make sure that your shit is lined up because it can impact you. I don't want it to impact you, but it can impact you, right? As the economy continues to slow down, they're going to be freezing hiring. They're going to be slowing things up. If you have skills, they're going to be hiring you. That's what they're going to do because they need people who can do the work. Let's jump into it. Companies that experience major growth over the last few years are tightening their belts. Executives reference economic shifts in their messaging. And some of these companies went on massive hiring sprees before they're changing course, right? So tech and e-commerce companies are slowing down after the explosive growth of the last few years. You guys knew HP, HPE, Microsoft, Google, all these companies just went through the roof, Facebook and so forth. Businesses like Wayfair, Meta, and DoorDash grew spending and hired throughout the pandemic, but now they're taking a step back. The S&P 500 and NASDAQ are both down since the start of the year. Inflation is at historic levels and interest rates are increasing, all leading to the shift in the economy. Guys, I'm going to tell you like this, man. The markets look like shit. I'm just going to say it. They absolutely look like shit. But here's the thing. When you have money and you are an investor and you invest long term, you're going to see this, whether it's in the crypto space, whether it's in the stock market space, whether it's in the housing space, it's going to happen. That's why you invest for the long term. And ultimately, you're going to win. That's how I invest. And that's how I encourage you all to invest as well, too. Mayfair said it will freeze hiring in corporate roles for 90 days. And the move is in response to a great deal of uncertainty in the overall economy. The online furniture retailer saw business spike 55% in 2020 as shoppers stuck at home bought new furniture and decor. Then sales slowed down and the company was plagued by supply chain issues, delaying orders for months. You got to think about it, right? Everybody's at home. You want to build your new office. You want to build your new space and so forth. Of course, you're just ordering a whole bunch of stuff. Matter of fact, I was one of the ones that ordered a whole bunch of stuff off of Mayfair and built my office out that you guys see where I do my YouTube content at. A lot of that stuff is from Wayfair. A lot of that stuff is actually from Wayfair. But here's a piece of it, though, right? Here's a piece of it. You know, people bought. They had supply chain issues, and I'm in the supply chain space. Wayfair needs to be calling E2 open. We're going to come up with those solutions that shows them where that inventory is at. But anyway, Wayfair has nearly 17,000 employees, and they are putting their hiring on hold for 90 days. Guys, right, when you're sending your resumes out to companies, when companies are going through hiring freezes, a lot of the times you don't get a response. You don't get a response. That's why it's very important to know people at the companies that you're at or at the companies that you want to work for. That's why when we go do coaching sessions and so forth, what I tell you to do, if you're applying for a job at a certain company, you want to link into as many people as possible. And you definitely want to link into the recruiter. You want to link into the recruiter. You want to pitch yourself. You want to pitch your message and so forth so that they can get you at least an interview or get you in front of the hiring manager or your resume in front of the hiring manager. A lot of times when these hiring freezes happen, it just goes to the automatic system, the ATS system, right? And it just sits there because they're not looking to hire anybody. But what ends up happening is if they get you to a recruiter and they're saying they need this job because it's a role that's needed, they're going to get you to a hiring manager, at least start the interview process. So it's important, guys. It's important to have this patience as well, too, but also to use the tactics that I share with you guys in coaching sessions to make sure that you're sending your resume in LinkedIn, and you're not only that, connecting with the recruiters on LinkedIn as well, too. Let's talk about Facebook. Facebook parent Meta paused hiring on many roles for the rest of 2022. And the social media giant will also reduce hiring goals across other divisions of the company, a rarity after it announced 10,000 person hiring spree in 2021 to build the metaverse. Think about that. They came out in 2021, all this metaverse talk, metaverse this, metaverse that. We're going to be hiring 10,000 people over there in Ireland. We're going to be hiring people here in Texas and so forth. And now you see that they're making the shift because their numbers have absolutely been atrocious. They've absolutely been atrocious. You think about this. In February of this year, a couple months ago, Facebook reported a decline in users for the first time ever, and stock prices plummeted 22%. You know, they're going to freeze hiring when that happens. 22%. It's a lot of money that they lost. It was billions. A lot of that was impacted because of the Apple situation, with Apple limiting certain privacies to cell phones and iPhones and so forth. But they've gotten hit with it as well, too. And now they're freezing hiring as well, too. Uber's another one. Guys, Uber is another one. Not for the Uber drivers out there, not for you side hustlers who are driving Uber on the side, because you're always going to be needed because people are going to need transportation. But if you're working for corporate Uber announced to workers that the company will slow spending across the business, according to internal email. Uber will treat hiring as a privilege while slashing spending on marketing incentives in response to the shift in the market. And this next period will be different. It will require a different approach, the CEO said. So you think about it, right? They're shifting their spending as well, too, because of the economy. They hired a whole bunch of people for their corporate positions. And now they're saying, you know what, with this downturn, we got to figure some stuff out. Maybe marketing. We're going to slow that down. Maybe we're going to slow down other areas of the business to, wage against this inflation and the economy and how things are. DoorDash is another one. DoorDash went through the roof as well, too. Under the pandemic, we was ordering DoorDash every single day, guys. Every single day. I'm talking about Teresa. Let's get some Chinese food. Let's get some pizza. DoorDash. Crushing it early on. But now that bubble and that slowdown has occurred. So DoorDash CEO Tony Zhu told workers in April that the company will slow down hiring in the rest of 2022. This year, the delivery service plans to grow its number by 10% to 15%, a major slowdown after doubling in size in 2021. They went through the roof. DoorDash was just a company just on the radar when the pandemic happened. I mean, nobody was using DoorDash like that. Next thing you know, the pandemic happened. DoorDash became a big company, a unicorn of some sort, right? Like other tech companies, DoorDash saw an explosion of growth early in the pandemic as demand for the delivery skyrocketed, but that growth hasn't continued as food prices increase and customers have more options for delivery and dine-in. Coinbase, another one. And I'm going to tell you like this. I've been rocking with Coinbase, but most recently I moved all of my crypto out of Coinbase. Why? Because my Tezos that I invest in, they haven't been getting my staking rewards, man, for 2 months. So I moved everything out to my Exodus wallet. So Coinbase is another company that, obviously when the pandemic happened as well, too, these guys went through the roof because, a lot of people had more time to invest in, what happened to crypto. I think Bitcoin hit its highest number at 63,000 or 69,000 at one point in time. So they're making a killing, right? But they're slowing their hiring plans as well, too. President COO Emily Chu said at the beginning of 2022, Coinbase planned to triple its size. They said they planned on tripling the size this year, but now we feel it's prudent to slow hiring as we reassess our headcount. Coinbase is the largest cryptocurrency exchange, and the news comes after a significant downturn across the crypto market. Bitcoin's value has halved in the last 6 months, and other coins have followed. Coinbase shares are down 75%, and it says it's losing users. Another company, guys. Twitter is another one. And CEO is trying to, and our guy, Elon Musk, was trying to buy it, right? He said, the first thing he said he was going to do was give Trump back his Twitter account. I would support that. I must say, I will support that. Trump is a clown on Twitter. As much as people don't like him. Oh my God, he is one of the biggest trolls in history, especially as a president. And an old president that didn't grow up in the technology age, but he knows how to get a message out there. But Twitter is also pausing hiring and rescinding some job offers, they said. The tech company confirmed an insider that the company isn't planning on doing any layoffs, but it's failed to meet the audience and profit goals. So it's going to be rescinding some offers and slowing down on hiring, guys. So many of you who are in that job market right now and you're thinking about switching, think about this. Think about this. The grasses may not always be greener on the other side. If you have offers, go ahead and take those offers and so forth if it's a good fit for you. But just know things are going to be slowing down in the market as you continue to try to get into tech and so forth. But know this, there's a way that you can continue to be valuable in the market downturn as well. As much as many people got into tech as it was booming, there's also a way to continue to get into tech when it's not booming. And I'll give you guys my thoughts on that as well, too.